Good day, everyone. My report is about cognitive development of infants and toddlers. The objectives: identify typical cognitive developmental milestones from birth to age 3, demonstrate developmentally appropriate expectations, and discuss what to do if you are concerned about an infant's or toddler's development. Infants and toddlers usually follow predictable patterns in how they grow and learn. This lesson will help us understand typical cognitive development or how infants and toddlers develop thinking skills. We will learn about developmental milestones and what to do if we are concerned about the child's development. Infants and toddlers are born ready to learn. They learn through cuddling with a caregiver, listening to language, experimenting with sounds, moving their bodies, reaching for objects, tasting foods, and exploring their environments. Their brains go through amazing changes during the first 3 years of life. Milestone: infants and toddlers' thinking skills grow as they interact with the world and people around them. The key to healthy brain development is through nurturing and responsive care for a child's body and mind. As infants and toddlers develop, they begin to understand and predict how things work. They open and close a cabinet door over and over, fill and dump a cup of water in the water table, and bang a spoon on a high chair. We can use milestones to help us understand and identify typical patterns of growth and development in infants and young children. Motivational milestones provide a guide for when to expect certain skills or behaviors to emerge. So when a child is already 2 months old, they pays attention to faces, begins to follow things with eyes and recognize people at a distance, and begins to act bored if activity does not change. On their 6 months, they looks around at things nearby, brings things to mouth, shows curiosity about things and tries to get things that are out of reach, and begins to pass things from one hand to another. On their 12 months, they explores things in different ways, finds hidden things easily, looks at the right picture or thing when it is named, copies gesture, bangs 2 things together, lets things go without help, pokes with index finger, and follows simple directions. On their 18 months, they already knows what ordinary things are, they points to get attention of others, shows interest in a doll or stuffed animal by pretending to feed, scribbles on his own, and can follow one-step verbal commands without any gestures. On their 24 months, they find things even when hidden under 2 or 3 covers, begins to sort shapes and colors, plays simple make-believe games, builds towers of 4 or more blocks, and follows 2-step directions. And on their 36 months, they can work toys with buttons, levers, and moving parts, plays make-believe with dolls, animals, and people, does puzzles with 3 or 4 pieces, understands what 2 means, turns book pages one at a time, and many more. It is important to note that how infants and toddlers are assigned to classrooms may not reflect the age spans listed above. There are programs that regroup children every 6 months and those that use multi-age or family-style groupings, which keep children and their teachers together for a longer period of time. It is best practice to minimize the number of times infants and toddlers must transition from one age group to the next. Cognitive development is a unique process specific to each infant, toddler, and family. Many factors influence cognitive development, including genes, events during pregnancy or birth, and aspects of the child's environment. A family may wonder about their young child's cognitive development and feel uncertain about what they are observing and what to expect. So there are possible warning signs for cognitive development issues for infants and toddlers. For young infants, they does not watch things as they move and they does not bring things to mouth. For mobile infants, does not try to get things that are in reach, has difficulty getting things to mouth, does not play any games involving back and forth play, does not seem to recognize familiar people, does not look where you point, does not transfer toys from one hand to another, does not learn gestures like waving or shaking head, loses skills they once had, and does not search for things they see you hide. For toddlers, does not copy others, does not point to show things to others, and does not know what to do with common things, does not follow simple directions, does not play pretend or make believe, and loses skills they once had. Thank you. That's all for today, and I hope you learned something from it.